Welcome! In this video, we're going to do an unboxing and card overview of Star Realms Frontiers, designed by Darwin Castle and Rob Doherty. So down at the table, Star Realms was one of the first games I kickstarted, so I blame it for getting me to where I'm at today. I bought, I think, 2 of the original set along with some of the packs, but I thought I'd pick up the Frontiers copy of this. So this is for 1 to 4 players, but with some of the previous sets, it can go up to 6. Ages 12 and up, and games last about 20 minutes. So in this one, you conquer the new frontier. Powerful new warp gate technology has opened up a distant frontier ripe for conquest. Establish your star realm with powerful new ships and bases. Designed by Hall of Famers Rob Doherty and Darwin Castle, Star Realms combines the fun of deck-building games with the interactivity of trading card game-style combat. As you play, use trade to add new ships and bases to your deck. When played, those ships and bases generate powerful effects, additional trade, and combat to attack your opponent and their bases. If you reduce your opponent's score to 0, you win. The box contains a complete game for 1 to 4 players with rules and 152 cards, including an all-new 80-card trade deck and 8 oversized solo and co-op challenge cards. To expand for more players, simply add an additional Star Realms core set or Colony Wars deck for 1 to 2 additional players. So you can definitely expect a solo playthrough coming here shortly. So let's take a look inside. So you've got our rule book to start with. Credits on the back. This thing is 42 pages, but as you can see, very small. So going over the table of contents. Then the trade deck cards, basic cards, and then going over the overview of the game and setup, how to keep score, the phases, main phase, and so forth. Attacking, icon list, so it's going to show you everything how to play. So that's how to play, and then you've got a whole bunch of different formats for 2 players only, free for all for 3 to 6 players, Hunter for 3 to 6, Hydra for 4 or 6, Emperor for 6 players. Going through the setup for that, and then of course the solo and cooperative mode, how the boss is going to attack, and the different challenges in that. And on top we have our challenge cards. So each of these are for solo and co-op play. So it's going to let you know the health, what the challenge is, and then on the back, the rules for using this one. So that was the automatons. Then we had the blob assault. And challenge rules for that. Dimensional horror. And those rules. The Madness of the Machine, the Nemesis Beast, Pirates of the Dark Star, Defy the Empire, and The Cost of Freedom. And then, of course, with a deck building game, we're going to get a bunch of cards. So the game does come with cards that you can use to help keep your score or your health. So just setting that to a certain value. So there we've got 38 health, and as you take damage, you can bring that on down. Or you can use dice or some other type of counter, which is what I generally do. And like most deck builders, you have your basic cards to create your decks. So when you start the game, you're going to have 8 Scout, which gives you 1 credit to purchase cards with. And you'll get 2 Vipers, which starts you off dealing 1 damage to your enemy. And the rest of the cards that we can buy, so there will be an extra deck of Explorer cards, which will get you 2 money, and during the game you can sacrifice it to give you 2 attack. And then creating the rest of your deck, which will be shuffled all together. You've got your 4 different factions. We've got the Trade Federation, the Blob faction, Machine Cult faction, and the Star Empire. And all these cards are kind of set up ships facing this direction, and then bases turn the other way. So these cards are going to be play it, use the ability, and it gets discarded. These come into play, and they'll have health on them. So someone will need to defeat those, or else they'll keep generating those rewards for us. So looking through here, you can see the bonus we'll get. So that's doing 5 damage. We're healing 5 and drawing a card. this, if we have another card played of that faction, we'll get the additional ability. And of course, down here is if we sacrifice this card, we'll gain 10 health or whatever's at that one. So just a bunch of different cards. Frontier Runners there. An Ion Station. Mobile Market. A couple of those. Orbital Shuttle. And this is one of my favorite deck building type games. It's just easy to teach, easy to set up and play, and fairly small and easy to bring along with you. So for our blobs, got a big nasty ship here, just doing 10 damage to somebody. A blob binder, a burrower, and a crusher. Hive Queen, pretty nasty. Infested Moon. A hatchling. It's a nesting ground. Pulverizer. A spike cluster. Stinger, pretty cool looking. And the swarm cluster. All right, back to the machine cult. We've got a bot. Then a conversion yard, defense system, destroyer bot, enforcer mech, integration ports, nanobot swarms, got the neural nexus, plasma bots, the reclaiming station, and some repair mechs. And lastly, the Star Empire. We've got a captured outpost, a couple of those, cargo crafts, farm ships, Frontier Hawk, Hammerhead, Imperial Flagship, jamming terminal, to a light cruiser, gun platform, siege fortress, and the warp gate cruiser. And that is everything in Star Realms Frontiers. As always, hope you enjoyed this unboxing. So please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.